Hi friends, welcome to my Solve videos. Today I'm going to answer one very important question. This question is important because it relates to our personal finances. And the question is how to calculate monthly installment on a loan amount. Friends, most of us are salaried individuals and most of us desire to own a house or a car in a lifetime. But when our salaries and savings are not enough to fulfill these desires, we decide to approach a bank and apply for a loan. But don't you think it is always wise to plan before taking any such kind of a liability? Because monthly installments can make a big hole in our pockets. The good news is there is a PMT function in Excel that helps us to calculate the monthly installments we would have to make to clear the loan. Let's understand the arguments of this function before we look at an example. PMT function requires 5 arguments. And out of these 5 arguments, 3 are mandatory while 2 are optional arguments. That is, we are not required to provide any variable in those 2 arguments. The first argument is the rate of interest. It is the percentage of the loan amount that we have to pay extra to the bank when paying back the loan. The second argument is the number of installments or the number of payments we are going to make to the bank. The third argument is the loan amount or the present value. So if we take a loan of 8 lakh rupees, then the present value is going to be 8 lakh rupees. The fourth argument is optional. It is basically a future value or a cash balance you want to attain after the last payment is made. If you omit this argument, it is assumed to be zero. That is, the future value of the standing loan is zero. The fifth argument is also optional. In this, we need to tell the Excel when the installment is due. Is it in the beginning of the period or at the end of the period? For this video, we will keep the default values, that is at the end of the period. Now let's understand the function with some examples. My monthly salary is 30,000 rupees. I am paying 5,000 rupees towards my house rent. My kids' tuition fees on monthly basis is 7,000, and all the other miscellaneous fixed monthly expense is around 8,000 rupees. After making all these expenses, finally I'm left with an extra 10,000 rupees in my pocket. Now I plan to purchase a car and say I want to purchase Honda City, and the road price of the car is 12 lakh rupees. I'm calculating, and after using all my savings and everything I have in the bank, I see that I will have to take a loan of 8 lakh rupees from the bank. And the bank nowadays are giving the auto loan at an interest of 11% annually. Now I want to know my monthly installments if I decide to pay off my loan in 10 years. As my installments will be monthly, in 10 years I will be making 12 into 10 is equal to 120 installment payment to the banks. Now let's use the function PMT. Our first argument is rate of interest. I will give reference of cell C9. Remember, rate of interest here is annual, but the payments that we are going to make is going to be monthly. So we will have to calculate the monthly rate of interest, and for doing that, we will divide the annual rate of interest by 12. The second argument is the number of installment payments, and in my case, I will plan to pay off in 120 installments. The third argument is the loan amount that I have to pay back. So my loan amount is 8 lakh rupees, and I'm going to omit the optional arguments, thus letting the function to use the default values, and I will press the enter key. Now you see that my monthly installment is going to be approximately 11,000 rupees, which is higher than the balance I am left after meeting my other fixed expenses. And that means that I'll have to sell everything else in my house to purchase a car. So I will take another condition. And in this time, I will Check my monthly installment. If I decide to pay in 30 years instead of 10 years, my all the other variables will remain the same. So my salary is going to be 30,000 as it is. My child's education fees, other fixed expenses, loan amount I will take is the same. I'm going to take 8 lakh rupees, and the interest is not going to is not going to change. It's going to be 11%. But the period, the time I'm going to pay off is going to be 30 years. So that means 30 into 12 is equal to 360 number of installments. I will apply the formula. So I will select the rate of interest, the number of installments, the loan amount, and I'm going to press enter. Friends, now you see that my installment payment is less than the monthly balance that I have. You can also see that when increase the period of payment, the overall amount that I am paying to the bank has also increased. And that is because the interest amount component increases with an increased time period. If I make it 40 years or 50 years, I will be paying more of an interest than the actual money that I borrow from the bank. Friends, that's all for today. Please remember, financial planning is the first step towards becoming rich. If you learned something new through this video, then do like and subscribe to my channel. Keep learning, keep growing, take care, bye bye.